Hey folks, this is BestInSlot wishing you a very overdue welcome to our next brand new park build. Today we're going to start RNG Park. I will come up with a better name before release, hopefully, or the Dice Man Park or something. There's a novel I really like called The Dice Man, where this man decides he's going to live his entire life by the roll of the dice. And it gets him into some fairly hectic situations, as you would imagine. I'm not really selling it, am I? But I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea if we could run a park build in the same way? So before we dig into any of this stuff right here on the screen, we're going to hop off and we're going to check something else out. So what we've got here is the very appropriately named pickawheel.com, and pickawheel.com lets you build a pick a wheel. You can set as many inputs as you want. You spin the wheel for a set amount of time, 9 or 10 seconds, and it'll land on a random thing. And what I thought we would do is randomize various different things that go into the building of our park. Each exhibit, each episode we do is going to be determined by a roll of the dice, or indeed in this case a spin of the wheel. So we've got 4 different things we'll be looking at. The first is the number of species in the habitat. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, it's quite hype actually. Let's keep it nice and low for the first episode, eh? How's that for a plan? Nice. Okay, our first exhibit is going to have 3 different species of dinosaur. We've got a little +1 there, so we know how many times we've done it. Let's go check out the next one. Okay, this is obviously the big one. This is all our terrestrial species. What we'll do is we'll mix it up every few episodes. We'll throw in a lagoon. I'll build another picker wheel for that. We'll throw in a aviary. We'll throw in a picker wheel for that as well. But for now, this is just our terrestrial species. We've got 89 of them, and we have to pick 3 for our exhibit. So let's spin the wheel 3 times. Let's see what we end up with. What crazy combination of dinosaurs and other creatures are we going to get in our park? Looks like the first compy? No, concavenator. Nice. That's a fantastic choice for the first exhibit. I think we'll not do any repeats. If we get any repeats, we'll skip over them. Let's see how we feel about that as we go along. I'd love some opinions. So concavenator is going to be living with Albertosaurus. We've got a medium carnivore theme going on here. Oh, you can hide the choice. That's interesting. Maybe I should have done that. I don't want to weaken the wheel. And our final dinosaur living with them is going to be Proceratosaurus? Okay, cool. We've got a smaller carnivore in there to round it out, but 3 carnivores to kick things off in our first habitat. Part 3 then is a lot simpler. This is simply the era picker. Which era are we going to theme the exhibit around? Concavenator, Albertosaurus, and Proceratosaurus. What do you get? What would feel most appropriate? Maybe DFW, because it's a mess. What have we got? Looks like Jurassic World. Yep, okay. This music makes me far too happy. Right, let's check out our final picker. And our final picker is the biome picker. Now, we're going to roll this one twice every time, so I want to combine these in interesting ways. Spin the wheel. Oh, just ticked over the grasslands. Oh. I forgot I put that in. Sorry. Maybe nobody saw it. Right, so that's going to be, let's call that our primary biome. So it's going to be mainly grasslands, but then it's going to have a little bit of something else in. I think that's going to be the smart way to do this. So what is biome number 2 going to be? Grasslands, and then maybe a bit of a canyon, or maybe a bit of a swamp, or maybe a mountain in the distance. That kind of thing. It's going to be a beach. Okay, interesting. Count +1. So that is how the game works, ladies and gentlemen. We are building. So, folks, that is how the game works. We're building an exhibit with 3 species: Proceratosaurus, Concavenator, and Albertosaurus. They'll be living in a grasslands biome with a little bit of beach in there as well, and it'll be all themed around Jurassic World. We're going to do this at the start of every episode and see what weird combinations, and I just think it's a fun way to mix things up, basically. Let me know what you think down below, and let's get started on the actual park build. So we know what type of exhibit we're going to build, but I thought I would first show you what I've already built. So I thought, you know, I'll get all the Main Street stuff done. I'll get all the necessary stuff done to get the groundwork of the park done. So I've got a little entrance area over here. We've got like a little side security bit over there and a side security bit over here. I will put together a mod list. I'm just using decoration stuff and cow denk stuff. No new species or anything like that, but I'm using free build and all the usual kind of jazz. If you want to see unmodded park builds, of course, there's lots of people, Evo Squared in particular, doing fantastic unmodded park builds. But this one adds a lot of stuff that I really like the park maps, for example, which, okay, it's not accurate to the park, but I just think it's a nice thing to have in the park. Even these people looking at the park map are decorations. These two right here looking at this park map are individually placed people. Over here, we've got some benches. These ones from, I believe it's the RADRR mod, but I don't want to say that just in case I'm wrong. They actually spawn people in, which is what I think the Frontier ones should do as well. We've got some little kiosks here with hot dogs and stuff like that. But anyways, that's the general Main Street kind of shebang. And then at the side, again, more security areas, a few billboards I've put up. And then in the middle, we've got a big, there's also a goat. I decided the goat is the mascot. I'm not really sure why or what it's called. Please name the goat down below. Thank you very much. And then I've got like a central area here in the middle. Put a baryonyx statue from Scary Faces statue mod up here with our Jurassic Park rock. Did a little thing with the fountains, which I thought looked pretty cool, maybe. And some benches around the side as well, so you can sit and look at the fountain if that's what you wanted to do. Okay, so I think we're going to start over here on this right-hand side. We've got water here already, so if we're going to do a beach, I think that makes a lot of sense. One of the things I really want to do with this build specifically is focus a little bit more on verticality. Verticality is really something I neglect a lot in my builds. I've been talking about it a long time. We had a whole thing with it in Planet Zoo as well. So I want to try to use that a little bit more, and I want to use the shapes that I've already built here in the landscape, at least to an extent. I don't want to just flatten the whole thing. I don't necessarily use it perfectly either, but I do want to sort of use that. So the bit down here that we've got down in this bit down here, let's just edge that a little bit, much like I like to do in real life. And let's edge all that in very nicely, and that's going to be, well, we're going to have to change that, but that's going to make up the beach that we utilize during this build. Now we have like a, maybe we could do like quite a flat beach where and we'll do like an invisible fence sort of around the water and then a hard fence over here. We could have sort of like a sort of sharper ridge going down to the beach, maybe one slopey area where the dinosaurs can move down, and then we'll do a bit of a flatten along here. It's quite a flatten, wasn't it? That was much too much of a flatten. Let's reduce that radius a little bit. Let me just, oh no, what have I done? I've done terrible things, terrible things. Oh God, save me. And God can't save you now, BestInSlot. Okay, cool. This is going to be fine. I just want to lower this a little bit like that. That's kind of what I was going for. So we'll make this into our sort of our grasslands. And then if they want water, they come down to the beach. And we'll think of a way to maybe we'll put a viewing dome down there on the beach part of the exhibit. So what I want is a dual path here. I want you to sort of go this way, or you can go up the ridge and along there and kind of look down either into the exhibit or down onto the other path there on the left-hand side. I'm going to do a bit of a time-lapse. Let's see what we can do here. I guess that's probably okay. It doesn't fill me with happiness. It does not spark joy. And let's grab, we're going to click, we're going to say the right words is what we're going to do. That's step number 1, say the correct words. We're going to stick with the same rough paths for the main thing. I'm going to widen these a little bit. And I want this to sit really close to the edge there. Not so close that it yanks up like that. Close enough that I want this to be like the main thoroughfare, I guess. And for it to feel like that. And then you kind of walk along up there and look down upon the peasants and the lower reaches, I suppose. We do need to... Okay. Is that too thick? I don't know. What do we think? It's I mean, it kind of sticks out as this big, long, thick thing in the middle. And that's kind of how I roll, generally speaking, but it might be a little bit too much for a park. Let's turn this into rock. We'll stick some, you know what? We stick some decorations on there. We'll make it look great. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay, let's say that's the pathway done. One thing I want to stay out of the habit of as well, and that I've already kind of done. Okay, right, I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're going to delete this. I'm aware that I probably make my paths a little bit too straight as well. We're not making a joke about that one. Oh, no, off you go, custom width. Thank you very much. I love that I can stick to like one custom width as long as I don't screw around with it. I'm just going to put a little bit of a bend in this. Just a little bit of a bend. So it curls around terribly. Let's fix that nonsense. Curls around a little bit, and in here we can put like maybe a viewing tower or something like that. And just give a little bit of intrigue to the shape of the paddock. It's not that intriguing, but there's a little bit of intrigue there. Trees, what are you doing here? Get out of the way. You don't live here. This is my house. I'm trying to not completely obliterate the natural environment. I'm not making any promises about it, but that is the goal. To retain some of what I've built. You know, we're using the slope, we're using the beach. That's kind of the idea. I'm going to have to do another goddamn ramp. Right, what if we have this? Okay, this is the theme. Big, chunky bit, wiggly wobbly bit. Okay, that is the theme of the park. Now, let's flatten a little bit here. This is not a lot of grasslands for this many dinosaurs, so I want to bring this area out, extend it out a little bit. Because we've got 3 species of dinosaur. We need to make them happy, so we're going to pull all this out a little bit more. I'm going to be sad that I've just messed up my beautiful bit. Oh no. Yeah. We still sexy? Yeah, lovely, lovely. And then what we'll do is we'll cut in the water. It's not really going to look like a beach because we're in Biome Valley. And the sand's just kind of dirty looking, if we're totally honest. But that's okay. The beach is meant to be, remember, we've kind of got like a primary biome and a secondary biome. And the beach is the secondary biome. So I want most of it to resemble grassland. But, you know, there should be a beachy bit at the edge. Oh, we're using a terrain tool mod in case that wasn't immediately obvious. Like I said, I'll link all the mods down below. It's mainly cardonic stuff, anarchy, and then some lovely decoration stuff as well. Okay, so what I just want like a large... God, even this is quite small, isn't it? What if we make this into more like a cliff on one side? I know we're not technically in the cliffs. Well, there wasn't a cliff one. What if we make that a bit of a cliff, just so there's more room for the dinosaurs on this western bank? I think it's a decent size. I think it's a decent size. We'll see. Right, let's... Ooh, hello, what's going on here? I can see a thing. I can see a thing here. Yeah, I can see. Don't think I don't see you, cheeky little blighter. Let's throw in a fence. What are we going to roll with here? They're pretty intimidating dinosaurs. Actually, what we need to do is do that. We need to set ourselves onto the Jurassic World ethos and only use appropriate fences. Which one are we feeling? I think medium, because we've got medium carnivores. And what I want to do here, hopefully, is try to match the wibbly wobbliness without being against the wibbly wobbliness. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. We've all been there. So the idea is that we can have like some stuff in between, decoration kind of things, but I want to try to match the curve of the path pretty correctly. So we need to go forward a little bit there, maybe a little bit more, and then down there. Getting a little bit close for comfort, maybe. We're okay. Ooh, we're not okay. We've gone off piste completely. Who isn't? You know, it's young and foolish. Much like I used to be. It feels like it's spread out a bit more, doesn't it? You know what? Actually, I'm immensely talented. Never mind. It's totally fine. And we'll just have that cut off. I'll tell you what, we'll flatten this bit, and then we'll have that cut off to the side over there. And we'll just hide the rest of it in trees. Which is, generally speaking, my building philosophy. If it looks bad, hide it in a tree. That'll solve all your problems. Nothing to worry about then. Slightly problematic. Right, no, bear with me here. What are we going to put there instead? We have to do something there. We could do a, maybe we do a, I said I was going to do a thingy, didn't I? I did say I was going to do a thingy. A dome viewing gallery. So we can put this, where's the beach gone? I've killed the beach. We'll put this down on the beach. Over there. That's going to be the main beach bit. And then we can have this sit nicely in the middle there. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think I need to bring this down a little bit. Oh, no, 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 senorita. No, 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 no. It's also bad. All right, let's lower that intensity. I don't... You know what? I think that's okay. I think that's okay. And then maybe we'll do another one over here as well. Give them a couple of options. That one? Yes, this one, the invisible wall doesn't kill trees, so we can have the fence run through the tree line and just it looks like the fence is out there, you know, in the trees, but you just can't see it. So we want to contain our dinosaurs, and we can do that really nicely with this. Let's have that. Yeah, you're not allowed around here. I am the master of you and your bladder. It's a weird fetish, but you know, everyone's got their thing. All right, don't judge. And they can go down here, and I'm going to let them go a bit into the water. I don't know what the excuse is. I mean, we don't need an excuse. We can just say it's a naturalistic sort of habitat, and they have all their food here, so why would they run all the way out into the water, you know? So they're not allowed on the other island, in case we need that. But we'll give them lots of space. They've got tons and tons of room to play with. Actually, maybe too much. If I'm totally honest, I might need to tone it down. That goes up to there, and that is their exhibit size. I think that is generous. Generous, to say the least. And what we'll do as well, is what I said, we'll do a little bit of a fence around here. Just stop them wandering down. What have I done here? Have I done something stupid? No, it's beautiful. I'm a genius. Okay, cool. I might even do it down... I might just actually, I might just cut this area off. You're not allowed here. It's the forbidden land, which we all know calling something forbidden makes you want to do it instantly because we're all children. But I think this is a good idea. Not allowed there. Not allowed there. Your large exhibit is suddenly looking quite a lot smaller. But this means they should only navigate down this bit and down this bit, and they'll ignore the rest, so we can have this natural looking habitat. Move that a little bit. And this is going to be primo spot, primo, to watch them drink as well, because they have to come down here. They have to come down here. Do they? Let me check out that's... Yeah, I'm going to just smooth out that little bit there. And that should fit pretty nicely on the paths. Yeah, that looks great. Chuffed. Right, so, things to do. First steps first. Trees. There we go. What do you mean there's no fence? Talking nonsense, mate. Talking utter nonsense. With no fence if it hit you in the face. With a slightly larger fence. Do we not have a nice goat? No, I should have installed the feeder mod. Let's give him a goat. And that's going to be in the grasslands portion. And let's give him a carnivore feeder as well. Can we make this look more like a grasslands? We'll put some rocks and crap in. It'll be fine. Let's finish off this texture work first. I need rocks, I need trees. I'm pretty happy, I think, with the texture and the shape. I think it's an interesting exhibit. I think it's big enough as well. I've never had any complaints anyway. Let's go into here. Let's grab some trees. What trees do we want? We can use whatever we want. Oh, the world is our oyster. Temperate, maybe? If it's a grassland? Oh, maybe I should, No, screw it. I was going to say maybe I could use like a biome thing here on the spinner, but I mean, grassland, we'll use grassland trees, right? That's kind of the logical way to do it anyway. Okay, now we've got to think about what this is going to look like when you walk past, where the light hits and stuff like that. And also that the fact is that we kind of need to blend the existing trees with our new trees. So you need this to feel. So I'm going to put a few of them in here, just spread out a little bit, just to ease the transition a little bit, you know? So it doesn't look like it just comes out of absolutely nowhere. It still does, but that's okay. Same on the other side as well. Just throw a few of these in. Okay, I think I'm happy with the trees. I still want it to feel somewhat open, so I don't want to go, you know, full tree mad, as they say in the clubs. Let's grab some temperate rocks. I just think it's one of the few ways in this game we can kind of make... Oh, you know what we can do as well, right? This is a carnivore exhibit, right? It's a pure carnivore exhibit. Thanks to one of those fantastic decoration mods, as I say, all linked down below. In our decorations, we actually have a... not these skeletons, although we can sink one of these into the ground. But actually, we've got skeletons that lie upon the earth itself. If I can find them. Oh, we also got all this stuff. Look at this stuff. So we've got dinosaur nests. We've got eggs as well. And broken eggshells. And we've got dinosaur droppings, but like not crazy giant ones, basically. Stick a few of those in. Because, you know, we run a park, but we don't want a clean park. We're terrible. And what we can do, so you see we've got parasaur here, for example. We could even put that in the corpse. What if we had a big one? Kind of pretended they're feeding from it. That looks really good, actually. I really like how that looks. And we can do the same over here. Maybe they're eating from the rib cage of an Apatosaurus. You know, it just sells that kind of carnivore. It sells that carnivore kind of vibe. What about a little nest area over here? Maybe sort of towards the tree line. Stick some eggs in there. Decided they are single layers. It's a little fun thing to see when you walk past, you know? I want to block this off. Oh my god, what happened to these? You know, between the mist and the rocks, we've got this like mystical sci-fi film epic going on over here. And it won't do. Let me tell you, it won't do one iota. Be gone, floating rocks. That's the best way to deal with them. They're gone now. Okay, none of you in the river are floating. We've got our skeletons, we've got our droppings and everything like that. I think for the exhibit itself, I'm pretty happy. So obviously there's like a billion more things to do. Because that's just kind of how this game works. Now, the theme was Jurassic World, wasn't it? So our decorations need to reflect that as a theme. So I don't want to use like the Jurassic Park, use balloons though. So is that stupid? I'm going to do it anyway. It's party time. It's always party time. Maybe a map? Maybe like a little baby map? Do. Baby map? Do. No, sorry. And we're going to want some lampposts. Now these lampposts, so you'll see over here on my main street, I've got some lampposts hanging around. I'm going to use these throughout the park because I think they're pretty cool. They are bright as balls, however. They are shockingly bright. So we really, really need to be sparing with these. I'm going to put 3 down total, and that will be plenty, believe me. You're on the wrong side, you cheeky little monkey. So we've got some lampposts in. We'll do some decorations along here. I'm just trying to think about things that kind of going to integrate with the exhibit itself a little bit, you know? That tent. The canopies aren't going to work. Yeah, we'll do a raptor paddock as well. But the thing is, what we'll do is I'll decide today is raptor paddock day, right? And then we'll spin the wheel and we'll see. It's not going to be a raptor in there. Who knows what madness will unfurl in the raptor paddock? We might put some statues down, but that's not what I'm looking for. I need like the small. Oh, these are really cool, by the way. This is I can't remember who did this. I apologize, but you know the Le Gigante mural that people have. They swapped out the picture for glass, and you can use it as a kind of viewing frame into your exhibit. It's not really appropriate for this one, but that's going to be really cool. For like maybe if we get like a smaller herbivore exhibit or something like that. Anyways, I digress. So I've decided I'm pretty happy with how this looks, the log thing. There's meant to be a button, and I cannot remember it for the life of me. I don't know if it's from a mod I don't have installed, but... Oh, actually, I've just had a really clever thought, though. Well, there's a button you can press that disables the snapping on your path. But this is also big brain, so bear with me. What if I do this, right? I build the shape, and then we press the N key and we just drag it. Look at that! Sometimes my genius is astounding. Not often, but sometimes. On very rare special occasions. We can kind of just make a... That looks really good, actually. I really like that. Oh, we're going to be doing that all the time. Again, that's a very Planet Zoo looking thing, isn't it? With the log and the bushes behind it. And that's kind of... Actually... kind of chuffed, actually. It's very unlike me. Something terrible is going to happen any minute now. But this is kind of what I envisioned building in this park. This is the kind of thing I wanted to build. This style decoration, this style of exhibit. This is very much the kind of thing I had in mind when I started this park. What does it need? What does this bit... It doesn't need anything. It looks okay. Like, do I need to screw with it? I don't think so. I think it's fine. If I have one qualm, it's not that Jurassic Worldy, but we've got the balloons, we've got the flags. You'll have seen I put the Jurassic World flags up. The benches and the lampposts, I think, are all Jurassic World. I think I'm done. I think I need to leave it alone. Okay, cool. So the last thing to do then is actually add some bloody dinosaurs. So we're all pure carnivore today. Pure carnivore. What are you when you're at home? Oh, test. Okay, I don't want to touch that. That scares me. Right, Proceratosaurus is first. And so the cool thing about this mod, we can, you know, boop, drop one in there, and then we can change the skin set like that. We can change the pattern as well. And we've got like full control right here to just pick which colours we think look best. Or, you know, really just going for variety. Let's go 5 Proceratosaurus, I think. 6. What's your social Proceratosaurus? It's about 4, isn't it? Maybe 3. Okay, that'll do. 6 would be plenty. What's our biggest carnivore? Do we reckon it's Albertosaurus? It's got to be Albertosaurus. I think we might just have a single dominant Albertosaurus roaming, maybe. I just really like this colour, but let's see what else we can do. What are we 5-ing with? Actually, maybe that's one thing I'll add next week. By the way, if you've got any other ideas for the randomizer, please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, I really like those rocks over there. I think they look fantastic. But yeah, if you have any other ideas for the randomizer, I'm thinking like a colour story. Am I getting too much into it now? You know, like maybe it's all reds and stuff, or it's warm colours, or it's cold colours. You know, just in terms of the dinosaurs. Is that too much? Well, maybe. We'll think about it. I think that's probably it. So one solo Albertosaurus doing Albertosaurus things, and then we get our lovely new concavenators. Albertosaurus isn't a medium. Albertosaurus is a straight up medium, which is actually cool. We've got a small carnivore, we've got a medium carnivore, and we've got a medium carnivore, which is great. Okay, concav. Right, so we want greens. Something that's going to go with the green. That one's pretty sweet, and let's go one further along, got a slightly darker green. I'm going to keep them with the same pattern, but different basal skin colour to kind of make it a bit of a theme, you know? What do you reckon? Is that enough? It's not many dinosaurs, but I'm going to try to resist having tons of dinosaurs and have enough that you can always see them, or you'll always see something, but also they feel like they've got room. They feel like they can actually explore and roam around. It's a decent size exhibit, but there's a lot of stuff. And you know what? If this was real life, this would be quite a lot of carnivores. This would be loads of carnivores for one area, so I feel like that's appropriate. I wish this had a little bit more to it, but I don't think the goat's on a proper mission over there. Maybe like just a couple. I know I've got problems when it comes to trees. I'm a little bit addicted, but maybe just 1 or 2 more. Like some slightly dead-looking trees. I really like having trees next to rocks. I just think it always looks good. It's a little less dead now. You know what I mean? A little bit less dead. It should feel more like it fades as you come down to the beach. And now we can do this. Boop. There we go. Okay, I do not understand the positioning on this whatsoever. And look at the concav going up the ramp. Both of them. On this side we've got Proceratosaurus doing it. Let's hop in and view our dinosaurs for a little bit. There's our concav. What I really like about this down here is that, you know, because we've used that invisible fence, this is just a natural exhibit. This is just looks like the wilderness, basically. You know, there's no reason to think as long as you don't look left, so there's no reason to think that this Proceratosaurus is anywhere but wandering around the wilds. And I always like a little bit of that in my exhibits, really. That's pretty cool as well. That's not bad. You have to get the angle right, but I'd say that works pretty well. This is not a new idea. People have been doing this for ages. I've done this quite a long time ago as well myself. So, what do we think, folks? The first RNG park. Has this... I mean, on one hand, I'm putting more work into design and decorations. You know, I've been recording for this whole video probably 2 hours or so, which isn't an especially long time, but by my standards, it's quite a long time. I really like this, though. My concern is that I'll run out of ideas. You know, I've done this multi-layer thing, and then I'm done. That's it. That's all I've got. How you doing, guys? They need names as well, ladies and gentlemen. So let me know in the comment section. Shut up, guests. Actually, to be fair, they have no best room. We'll put some restrooms and stuff along here. That'll be one of the things we do here. I think we're gonna do a garden here and here. And I'll block it off. We'll do some restrooms there, probably. Let me know, dinosaur... So 2 things I want from you lovely folks at home. 3 things I want from you lovely folks at home. 4 things, 5 things. God, I want so much from all of you. Let me know what you think of the video. Did you enjoy it? Do you like the idea of the RNG park? Please do, you know, if you enjoy it, please do comment and throw a like down below, all that kind of jazz, because that means we can keep doing it, basically. I think it's a really fun idea for a park build. It's open-ended as well. We can do this for however long we want, basically. But I'm really excited about the idea. I was going to do a all-species park, but I'm going to wait until every official DLC is out. And that's going to be an unmodded... Well, maybe. But that's going to be a park where we keep all their behaviours on and everything. It's going to be a bit hectic. I'm going to wait until that's finished with DLCs, though. So, yeah, let me know what you think. You know, if you want to see more of this, please do like and comment and subscribe and all that kind of nonsense. Any ideas for the randomizer? I'm down to add 1 or 2 more options. I don't want to get too niche with it, but I'm down to add a little bit more. And, yeah, you know, whatever the other thing I said was. I don't remember anymore. So, that is our Grasslands randomized RNG build. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you lovely folks very, very soon. Cheers much of as always. Bye-bye.